pull all the cars out and pose it and do all that. So it's a whole vision for me, and I just appreciate you giving me the access to your garage. And you know, everybody ain't gonna let you come off in their shit and record like this. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everything that is, man.
Catching up footage of it.
I love that bitch though. I put some 18 babies on that bitch. It's called it. Maybe some 15, all those 15s on that bitch. Yeah, I love you. You see how that boy coming with 66 Mustang. Closer to this side. Come on, you cut. Come on with it.
You need this dog bad, goddamn.
Yeah, man, I got snug to pull all the cars out here in the sun. Well, not all of them. We got a few still in the garage, man, but we done pulled out the ones we gonna really deal with. Got them out in the sun. He wiping them down. Man, you know what it is, man. Colors for us, man. Giving the exclusive access to snug shit and let you know what's going on, man. I still got that beat little show coming too. I know y'all looking for that, so you know that's coming. This you right here, huh? Man, let me know something about this car, man. Yeah, hey, what you put the work in it, or you bought it ready, or?
Only thing I really did was put a little music in the mug. I bought the mug all original. I ain't do so much but, you know, tuning it up, get the, you know, the basic cosmetics and put a little beat in the mug. You already know about the best audio.
Yeah, audio, man. Y'all already know. Y'all been watching the channel, so you know Air Audio been doing his thing.
They know they see these two black bitches pull up, they know what time it is.
Oh, yeah, man. I knew you were coming with it when I dropped the video. I said, oh, he must have something in the working. So, man, hey, but one thing about it, man, it's a clean buy. Like, you bought it like this, man, it's a clean buy. I suggest this to everybody. Like, if you buy a Cutlass, man, don't go get no rust bucket unless you're ready to drop that bag and you ain't patient. But if you ready to ride and do your thing like a beat machine or anything, man, you gotta get something original and low mileage, clean, and you ain't gotta do too much but slap the wheels on and do your thing, man.
Get in there right and enjoy the day, man.
So this your first old school or what?
This about my third one, I ain't gonna lie, this about my third.
Here we go.
You know, so shit, you looking for
Ready?
a Cutlass, you know, the chapter in there. You know, hey, this Cutlass, man, this really the Cutlass, man. They put me on, I ain't gonna lie, this is my dog, that nigga. He put me in with a lot of shit about the Cutlass. I ain't know too much, it's like I knew about him. Once I really started fucking with the nigga, I really got the inside and out.
Yeah, you get the digging in. Man,
ready.
You know the difference between light, the dashes and everything.
Man, I ain't gonna cap. Most people probably even know this, but I ain't even know what a Euro was compared to a Euro. I thought that all this
ready?
It's just crazy.
That's a part of once you get in tune with everything. Anything you like, you get in tune with it and you know the ins and outs. That's how I am. Anything I go to buy, I want to know what's the top one, what's the middle one, and then you know what class you fall in on. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have that.
Here we go. Ready.
And if you don't know nothing about what you buying, you'll get the basic one, but you gonna be like your bag up, and then you pull up with some car that ain't like, man, that nigga got that bag, but he got the bottom shelf bitch. Like, yeah, he got the wrong one. So you gotta be in tune. That's with anything. So that's what I tell people.
Cause it's like mine, if you got one of them bitches, give me the European color.
Oh yeah, that's how I feel too.
Ain't no sense of putting all that money in that bitch and you ain't put the European on there.
Yeah, see, like that's how it happened to me. See, as far as I knew, all I knew was European.
Yeah.
But when I I dug in deeper. See, that's why I say I did a little research, but I ain't go deep as I know now. Like, you need the T-top, the custom dash, ship in the flow. You know what I'm saying? You need the full thing. So that's why I say you got to do your research. You can't just jump in just to fit in.
Some clean ones. Once you put that European on there, it's a whole different ball game. The price go up.
Yeah, I think the European, like far as our body style, that would hold his weight though.
Yeah, man, you get a European pull-up with a non-European one, and nigga, you
Me, I like them all, but when I look at them, I'm like, man, but he did his thing, like that's how you feel.
European is a whole nother ball game.
Make that bit like a BMW or something in the front, like the color though. Man, you got the air audio, man. You mind give me some of the You know you gotta play your dog shit. Don't jump on him playing all that shit. Yeah.
Fighting y'all arguing. She was like, no, Mom, we're not. And I said, oh, okay, good, because I don't feel like
Yeah, y'all know I'm about to give y'all a little beat down, a little something from both of them. Both of these black things, man. You say they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with, huh? Both of them back to back, huh?
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go, fellas.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Jones again on second down. And the defense
blocking
closes
him.
quickly there. And he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Look at this Eagle defense. Very strong in that victory from a week ago.
All defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and ran with it.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Crystal with the crutch, man.
Now we talk about big scary safeties. One word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. That is incomplete.
This defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. Takes it to about the 37. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They say no gain on the play there. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Come on, man.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4.
Man, what the fuck?
They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
One of the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Somebody got to make a mistake. Hope it ain't us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his stride. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with much more advantage in 4th and 3.
On the 2nd and 8, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still go.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avante Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're looking at take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? How about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner.
Get up in there.
Get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to be
It's got to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
2nd and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hurts throw here taken over. He's able to find Goddard. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it.
Dang, what?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's 16 minutes.
Go on, chill out for a little bit, Penta.
Completions. Yeah, the defense was pretty good. He's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, set, open, go open.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been and he picked up another first down there.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run out of the gun. And now the ball's out.
That block is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Swift. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
What the fuck is going on?
But it's intercepted.
Good game, cuz.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Brown the motion man right. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. A good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They work now on 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. Fights him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left.
What is y'all doing?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the ball to get in.
Holding in right conditions, the point after is up and good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Dallas.
Up the middle, Jones.
Come on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they have half of what they need. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Lance now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 10-yard line. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Right to your pocket.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll run it again with Penny. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9. Running left, it's Penny. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. So Flying Eagles 5. It's a victory for